Nicki Minaj's mansion isn't just a house. It's a symbol of how a hip-hop queen turned hustle into legacy. From the streets of Queens to the hidden hills, every corner of Nicki's empire tells a story of ambition, control, and luxury. In this video, we're stepping inside her world, how she built it, what her home says about her power, and how her private lifestyle fuels her legend. So, what makes her Hidden Hills estate more than just another celebrity mansion? How did her music, tours, and business moves fund this life of luxury? And what do her cars and private travels reveal about who Nicki Minaj really is off stage? Let's find out, because in Nicki's world, every wall tells a story of success. There was Onika Tanya Mirage, a girl from St. James, Trinidad, who dreamed big enough to cross oceans. When her family moved to Queens, New York, Nicki's world was far from the luxury she'd one day command. She grew up in a modest home, in a neighborhood where success wasn't handed to you, it was fought for. That fight became her fuel. In her early 20s, Nicki hustled through mixtapes like Playtime Is Over and Beam Me Up Scotty, crafting a bold persona that would redefine what a woman in rap could sound like: fierce, funny, and unapologetically loud. Then came Pink Friday, her first studio album, which shattered expectations, going triple platinum and launching her into global superstardom. With fame came something else: access, endorsements from brands like Pepsi and MAC Cosmetics, record-breaking tours, and collaborations with the biggest names in the world turned Nicki from an underground sensation to pop culture royalty. But success didn't just change her career, it changed her environment. For years, Nicki lived in high-end rental properties, but in 2022, reports confirmed she'd purchased a multi-million-dollar estate in Hidden Hills, California, a private community known for stars like Kylie Jenner and The Weeknd. This wasn't just an access upgrade, it was a statement. Owning a home in one of LA's most exclusive enclaves meant she wasn't just performing luxury anymore, she was living it. For Nicki, real estate became a reflection of evolution, from a Trinidadian immigrant chasing verses in a basement studio to a global icon curating her own slice of paradise. And that's the thing about Nicki, she never stays still. From Queens to gated luxury, her story was never just about arrival. Because for Nicki Minaj, every move, every property, every purchase was about leveling up the narrative. But before she was walking the marble corridors of her Hidden Hills mansion, Nicki Minaj was building a financial empire. One verse, one deal, one brand at a time. Her career isn't just successful, it was strategically layered. From the explosive success of Pink Friday to chart toppers like Superbass, Anaconda, and Starships, Nicki proved she could dominate not just rap, but pop, R&B, and everything in between. She became the first female solo artist with 7 songs simultaneously on the Billboard Hot 100, and her world tours grossed millions globally. Every stage, every lyric was another deposit into her growing fortune. What's fascinating is how Nicki used her wealth. Before owning her dream estate, she was famously renting a $35,000 a month Beverly Hills mansion, a Mediterranean-style property once owned by Frank Sinatra's family. It was stunning, sure, but temporary. Nicki was testing the waters of high-end real estate, understanding what luxury meant to her. That changed when she purchased her Hidden Hills estate in 2022 for around $19.5 million. According to Finance Monthly, the property spans over 11,000 square feet with 8 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, a detached guest house, and a pool that could double as a resort feature. Unlike the glitz of Beverly Hills, Hidden Hills offers privacy, something a global star like Nicki values more than diamonds. And that's where her transformation becomes clear. From chart-topping artist to artist entrepreneur, Nicki's investments in real estate aren't just about luxury, they're about longevity. It's a smart pivot many modern hip-hop moguls are making, turning creative income into tangible assets that outlast the fame cycle. Because while awards fade and headlines move on, property and the power it represents stays. Once you step inside Nicki Minaj's luxury estate, you're not just walking into a house, you're walking into her world. Every wall, every finish, every pink-tinted detail tells the story of a woman who built her empire with precision, performance, and personality. Nicki's Hidden Hills property is more than square footage. It's a reflection of her alter egos, from Roman Zelensky to Barbie herself. Sources close to her design team describe interiors with soft blush tones, sleek white marble floors, and custom touches that channel her signature Barbiecore aesthetic. Elegant but fearless. It's the perfect blend of fairy tale and fortress, a sanctuary where Nicki can balance motherhood, music, and mogul moves. See, Nicki doesn't just own luxury, she redefines it. In an industry historically dominated by men, where wealth is often displayed as a flex, she made hers a form of empowerment. Her lavish lifestyle becomes a visual manifesto, proof that women, especially women of color, can occupy the same spaces of grandeur, power, and autonomy that the industry once reserved for others. Of course, critics have their takes. Some say her visible indulgence in luxury reinforces materialism, that it's too much. But her supporters and millions of fans see something else: reclamation. They see a woman from Queens, raised on grit and self-belief, standing unapologetically in her worth. That's the thing about Nicki. Nothing she shows is accidental. Her mansions, cars, and even her outfits are extensions of her message. That confidence, creativity, and control over one's image can coexist with luxury. When most people think of Nicki Minaj's empire, they picture a pink-accented mansion behind the gates of Hidden Hills. But that's only one chapter of a much bigger financial playbook. Beyond her main estate, Nicki has been quietly building a broader real estate footprint. Reports from Finance Monthly suggest she's connected to a luxury penthouse in New York City, a property valued near $5 million that keeps her close to the recording studios and networks that shaped her career. In Atlanta, insiders point to rental homes purchased as income properties, showing that Minaj isn't just a consumer of luxury, she learned to profit from it. And while her Hidden Hills farmhouse sits at the top of her portfolio, it hasn't come without challenges. In 2023, Celebrity Net Worth and Radar Online covered a legal dispute threatening her estate after an unpaid judgment involving her husband's prior case surfaced. Though Nicki wasn't directly accused of wrongdoing, the episode showed how wealth and visibility can pull even personal assets into public drama. Still, what's most fascinating is how Nicki treats property like a business asset, not a trophy. Every purchase, from Los Angeles to the East Coast, reinforces the brand she's built. Independent, self-made, and female-owned in an industry that often sidelines women when it comes to ownership. She's not just buying houses, she's creating infrastructure that sustains her long after the music fades. Her decisions reveal the mindset of a mogul who understands that the most powerful form of luxury is control. And while those properties keep her empire rooted firmly on the ground, what she drives and how she travels shows the next level of that story. Because for Nicki Minaj, the matters just as much as the address. Nicki Minaj's car collection is as bold and theatrical as her persona. Her garage reportedly includes a custom pink Lamborghini Aventador, a vehicle so unmistakably her that it became a social media sensation the moment she posted it. The car's bubblegum exterior, matching interior details, and gold accents scream Barbie meets boss. Alongside that sits a Rolls-Royce Wraith, a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, and a Range Rover autobiography, each dripping in luxury, each tailored to the woman who's built her image around power and precision. Supercar Blondie even called her collection one of the most personality-driven garages in music. But for Nicki, the story doesn't stop at the driveway. She often shares quick peeks at herself boarding sleek black and white aircraft on Instagram. While it's unclear whether she owns or charters, one thing's obvious. She travels in the same elite league as her peers, Drake, Beyoncé, and Jay-Z. The jet life underscores her autonomy. She doesn't wait for schedules or approval. She moves when she wants, where she wants. Still, beneath the glitz, there's a rare balance. Minaj's spending is strategic. Her luxury lifestyle doubles as a visual extension of her brand. Every handbag, car, and jet post isn't random. It's marketing. It tells fans and critics alike, this is what self-made looks like. Her wealth isn't about excess. It's about control. Control over image, access, and narrative. And that's where the genius lies. She's not just living in luxury, she's monetizing it. Because when the mansion, the cars, and the jet align, Nicki Minaj isn't just showing success, she's engineering a legacy. In the end, Nicki Minaj's world isn't built on marble floors and million-dollar chandeliers. It's built on audacity. Every corner of Nicki Minaj's mansion, every pink car, every lyric is a reflection of a woman who refused to shrink herself. She took the chaos of fame, the scrutiny of success, and turned it into art and architecture. Because Nicki didn't just buy her dream home, she built a monument to self-made power. And in Hollywood Hills, that's louder than any verse she's ever written.